Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. It's early. It's not really early. It's late for me. Okay. Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. Good morning. So, we're going to do our good morning. I'm going to do my good morning. We're going to pull a card. And then I got to tell y'all about this crazy dream I just had. So, being 100% real, good morning, Bandersnatch. I was actually going to try to pre-record this last night. And Spirit said, nah, we can't be disingenuous. So we're not. I'm going to just get up with y'all every day. Probably at least till the mentoring program starts in October. Well, it's out now, but we won't be starting our first weekend mentoring until October. And the first certain number of people will get a discount and probably some extra things, but just make sure y'all be on the lookout. Y'all are on the mailing list at thgoodwitch.com. The links will be below so you can get that information first, okay? Because my good morning people, yeah, my good morning people. We just started this, so hopefully it grows, and if it doesn't, I love y'all too. Now, as you can tell, it's been a very exciting morning. I actually get up at like 4:30, and I have things to do up until about 6:30. And this morning after 6:30, I went back to sleep because I didn't go to bed till almost 3. Now, I got up basically like 10 minutes ago. And the first thing I wanted to do is jump on here and talk to y'all and tell y'all about this dream. So, we are living, loving, and laughing and killing everything around us in the best way. Let's pull a card for today. Oh, well, damn, that just flew out. So what flew out is throat chakra. Okay. So we're in the mood today will be a good day to say what you mean and mean what you say. As my neighborhead says, open up your Tahuti. She calls herself Tahuti, which is hilarious. But those of you who know who Tahuti is, it has to do with your throat chakra and speaking what's true to your heart. He's also known as Thoth. Both of those are Kemetic names. The recorder, the person who makes sure that everything is recorded properly and accurately, right? So don't let anyone else tell your story today. Today is a day not of correction and not of trying to be right, but of making sure that you write and tell your story the way that you want it to be told, which makes a lot of sense. And when I say your story, I'm meaning your love life, your work, your children, your story, whatever your story is, whatever you have going. Don't let people, you can't control if they misinterpret it, but don't let them misrepresent it, okay? So we're not letting people misrepresent our story. You'll have some new beginnings in some areas, or some people will be trying to have new beginnings with you. A lot of those people are people who have misrepresented you in the past. It's not that you can't have a new beginning with them, but you have to be direct with them on what the misinterpretation was. And I was told yesterday that I am more truth than grace. I give you that. People who work with me and they know my work and they get my readings, they will understand that. I will give you more truth than I will give you grace. Grace is what other people are for, and it is definitely needed. But when you come to me, you typically come to me for truth. My grace won't benefit you much. And that's the mood you're in now. You can use tact and you can be honest without being hurtful and without being brutal. You can be received by all who work with you and talk to you by making sure that your throat chakra is connected and unblocked. You don't want it blocked, but sometimes it's blocked because it's not connected. You need your throat chakra to connect with your heart chakra, to connect with your third eye, because you need to see what you're about to say and understand that it's a good decision to say it. And you need to feel what you're about to say, because people around you will remember how you make them feel. You will remember how you make them feel. So when they're connected, we're just focusing on the ones that are those three. When they're connected, the things you say are in alignment with what you see and what you feel. And that's a good place to speak from. Otherwise, you'll say stuff, from here, that you just saying stuff to say stuff. You'll say stuff from here without thinking about the effect of it. Or you'll say stuff from here without taking in how it's going to make you feel or anyone else feel. Now, I tell people all the time that it is not your responsibility how people choose your word, how people react to what you say, as long as it's your truth. And that's true. At the same time, if you're not in alignment, then you're out of line. So make sure that you're in alignment with you. Like, there are some things that I say and that I have said to people that they felt like was out of alignment. For me, it wasn't, because my mind said, my sight told me, and my mind told me, okay, Sheena. My third eye told me, okay, Sheena, you mean this. This is what's going to happen when you say this. This will be the domino effect. My heart told me, this is how you really feel, and this is what they really need to hear. You shouldn't suppress this. You shouldn't hide who you are or hide how you feel for their feelings and hurt your own. You should never tell yourself that their feelings are more important than yours, as long as your mind knows that it's not going to cause some train wreck. So you have to remember that they're in alignment. And child, you throw in those other chakras, you get everything else aligned, and it's coming from that creative place, and you figure out the right way to say it, and you tap into that solar plexus and get that creativity going, and you work it all the way down to that sacral and that root chakra, and you know that it's going to benefit you in the long run, that it's going to benefit you, it's going to benefit generations to come, just simply the words from your mouth. Oh yeah, that throat chakra. Let's not forget our crown. So you have it to where from the core of you, it's benefiting you. It's stabilizing you. You find a creative way to say it. You feel good about it. From here, you're going to say it in such a regal way. You're going to say it in such a regal way that it flows from you from generations to come. Other people are going to repeat it. Your mind showed you this already because you had your third eye open. You saw the domino effect of everything that's about to come out of your mouth. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of work for a sentence, but god dang, that'd be a bomb sentence. It don't have to be a story. Open your throat chakra. It's okay to have new beginnings, as long as they respect your boundaries. As long as you know what your boundaries are. You don't have to be so docile today, or ever, actually. Be passionate. Be passionate. Be in alignment, but be passionate. People write off nonsense as passion all the time. If you do it right. If you do it right. And I know that takes some training, some clearing, some blockages. That's why we're starting the monthly program, so that we can all work so that I can help y'all work through those things together, because it's a lot to put on YouTube and you need closer contact with me. And we'll be having discussions every week, and you'll get a free reading, a reading that's part of your package every month. So you don't have to pay for a reading every month, and we'll check your progress that way. And it might be a different type of reading every month. It might be an energy reading. It might be a health reading. But you'll get a personal reading every month. And we're going to work out all the kinks and all the blockages and help you get to where you want to go. Because telling you to do this, I told one of my clients yesterday, giving somebody a recipe is not the same as teaching them how to cook. So, anyway, that is what the cards have in store for you, what Spirit has in store for you on this lovely morning. I told y'all it would be up by 9, so as long as YouTube don't play around and upload it quickly, it'll be up. We got 30 minutes. It'll be up. It normally doesn't take but like 10 minutes to load, so we'll have that. What else? Oh, y'all. Why not? Good morning. And the dream. So, in this dream, let me give y'all the short version, because I want to really get the good morning up. We might do another dream interpretation video. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to do that. Oh, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Okay. So, it was very Quentin Tarantino-ish. It's a lot of blood. Some little girls, or not little girls, but some young ladies were picking at my daughter, right? And this is my baby. They followed her. It was one, and then it grew to 2. And she was trying to walk away, and she was trying to walk away. Then she stole their car and left them where they stand, because they were all riding together or something like that. Anyway, she stole their car. And then they kept following her and kept following her. She got out. She left the car. Whatever. It didn't even matter. She had got close enough to where she wanted to be, which was home. So they followed her and followed her and followed her. They followed her in her house. One of them followed her in her house. And it got really gory. There was killing and blood, and she killed somebody and drained the blood. Please don't think this gets dark. I'm going to explain it. I have to take some time with this. She killed and drained her blood. Okay. The other one came in, and she tried to let her go, and she wouldn't leave. Instead, she kept antagonizing. She wasn't scared. She just kept antagonizing and antagonizing and antagonizing. And she tried to let her make it. Instead, she ended up having to kill her too and drain her blood. Stepdad in this is the dream part, was Robin Williams, and we all know he's deceased. If you don't know who Robin Williams is, look up Mrs. Doubtfire. Crazy little happy white man that committed suicide. Crazy dark dream, y'all. Please don't judge me. This is my attempt at being open with y'all, okay? Robin Williams, and he was like, "Oh my God, what'd you do?" Okay, we got to get this cleaned up. I come home and I see all of this happening. I don't even ask why, because I saw it. Even in the vision, even in the dream, I'm me. And I'm like, okay, we did what had to be done. Now let's clean it up and make it pretty. So we start cleaning. An annoying teacher comes by, and I bet this time I'm almost done cleaning, and I'm like, you can't go downstairs, because she's looking for Robin Williams. And she's like, but the girls weren't at school today, and I really need to talk to their dad. I don't know how Robin Williams became their dad, but he did. Anyway, so she's persistent, because apparently we know her and she's close to the family, but she's really, really persistent. She kind of looked like Lizzo. But she gets downstairs. By this time, enough is covered up to where she doesn't see it, but she knows something is off. And she's like, whatever y'all are doing, it's working. Keep it up. I gotta go. And she ran. She went up the stairs. And I was like, do we let her go? And they was like, let her go. It's like, okay. And a friend of mine named Ashley, she actually is one of my business partners. Great person. Shows up. She was in Ghana with me recently. And she showed up and she was sitting on the stairs talking to a Nigerian friend of mine, Ijima. Yes, I'm using real names because it's a dream. And they're sitting on my stairs. They don't really care what's going on. They see blood on the floor. They just look over it. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. No one seems to care. Now, and she's talking to him about how far he's come and about how wealthy he's became and how in his particular neighborhood and there's less gangs, very little poverty, and the wealth and success rate had gone up, and how impactful he was in doing that. Now, because he got involved with the business that I'm involved in, not the killing people or anything like that, we don't do that, but everything had been moved out of his way, and he was like, yeah, I'm good now. I'm a very successful man now. So the premise, and it goes on, but the dream represents, and I'm going to break it down for you. My child, in this case, my baby, was what I loved the most. And I'm not talking about my daughter because, of course, I love her the most of anything. That's me. That's my me. But it was representing my purpose. It was representing my destiny, my desires, what I want for my life. And it showed up in the form of my daughter. Because if I wasn't destined to do anything else, I was destined to bring her here. Now I know I'm destined to do more than that. I do more than that. And it's purpose filling. Now, what would you not do to protect it? You kill everything that tries to hurt it and get in its way. Hopefully this just didn't get too dark for you. If you have a goal, you kill it. Clean up. If it makes a mess, do it again. We can't let things slip by. We can't let obstacles stop us. We can't let people antagonizing us hurt us and make us doubt what we're supposed to do. We can't let people who... It's not important what people do. It's important how people make you feel. And people who make you feel a certain way, it's very, very important that you kill that energy in your life. That you kill your goals. You knock them out of the box. And kill means everything it needs to mean for whatever sentence I'm saying it in. Not a physical kill. I'm not telling y'all to go out and be murderers. I'm telling you not to go out and be murderers. Because I seriously doubt if that's your destiny. Seriously. Unless you're like in the military or something. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But your purpose. Somebody asked me while I was in Ghana regarding a very, very, very important situation. Would you die for this? I didn't understand it then. Because I love me. I don't want to die for too much anything. But I understand it now. And in order for you to get to where you want to be, you're going to have to get in alignment, and certain parts of you are going to have to die so that other parts of you are going to have to live. Okay? So, if I think this is going to touch people the way it's going to touch people, other than y'all think I'm weird and, all that other kind of craziness, just like, share, subscribe, comment, and love. Check the links, click the links in the bio. When the monthly program comes around, join. Make sure you're on my mailing list by going to thegoodswitch.com, or whatever link you click down there should give you an email. Sign up and you'll join the emailing list, okay? If that doesn't suit you, you can always send me an email at thgoodwitch@gmail.com. That's not the fastest way to reach me, but it'll work eventually. Okay. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Thank you so much for waking up with me this morning. We're not pre-recording. We go do it. We go rock it out together, okay? Peace, love, and light from The Good Witch.